It's a myth that you can never win an argument with a woman. Let's say that again. It is a myth that you cannot win an argument with a woman. Let me show you how I always can win arguments with women. So, how do I win arguments with women? Simple. Here's my secret. I tell the truth from the beginning of the relationship. What does that mean? A lot of men tell white lies to women at the beginning of a relationship because they don't want to piss the woman off. I always tell the woman the truth, even when I know that my answer is sometimes going to piss her off. So why do I do this? Well, number one, I understand that a healthy relationship can only be built on a foundation of integrity, okay? And I also know that any lie that I tell now will eventually come around and bite me in the ass later. Furthermore, I have learned that telling one lie causes you to then have to tell 100 other lies to cover up that one lie. And quite frankly, I'm too lazy to do that, and I just think it's a waste of time. Just tell the truth. So, coming back to winning arguments with women, okay? It is a myth that you can't win an argument with a woman. If you have been honest from the beginning of the relationship and always told her the truth, then whenever she comes back and blames you about this, that, or the other thing, you can say, whoa, 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 whoa. I was honest about this. I told you I like this. I told you I didn't like that. I told you I was like this. I told you it was this way. I told you these were my rules, blah, blah, blah. And then she can't win that argument by saying you're wrong or you didn't tell me. It's like, no, I was straight up with you. This is how I am, who I am. I represented myself exactly the way I am. And you chose to be in this relationship. So you can't come back now and try to guilt trip me or tell me that I'm wrong or that I should change, because I already told you I'm like this, I like that, etc. So coming back to something I learned from Lizzie, which is our female coach, is to take it out of the context of man, woman, and just think person to person. The truth is, when you are right, you can always win an argument, right? So this isn't only just about man, woman thing. Like, if you are right because you have been honest throughout the whole process, then you're always going to win an argument. You can always win an argument where you are right, okay? If you're right, then you can win that argument. Now, there's a funny thing I discovered about women, which is women win arguments through intimidation, okay? And we're going to put win in brackets here because it's not a real win. So, what women do when they know that they're losing the argument and they know that they're wrong, but they want to try to win it, is they're going to switch to anger mode and they're going to try to intimidate you into being like, oh yeah, okay, sorry, you're right? And they, quote unquote, win the argument through intimidation and get you to admit that you're wrong even though you know you're right. So as a man, one thing you should never do is allow a woman to win an argument through intimidation, okay? Don't back down. If you know you're right, if you know what you're saying is true, you don't back down. She can throw as much anger at me, I don't care. I'm standing in my truth. That's what a man does. He does not back down from his truth. So, with that extra knowledge, then you can be sure that you will win the arguments that you're supposed to win because you are in the right in those cases. Now, if there are some arguments where you're in the wrong, then you should lose. Okay? In which case you apologize, you listen to the other person, blah, blah, blah. That's all good. We're not always right. But it is important for you to know as a man that when you are in the right, you absolutely can win and you absolutely should stick to your guns and never cave to intimidation. So, to sum it all up, if you want to be in a powerful position inside your relationships with women, always be honest, always be straight up, always tell the truth, always let them know who they're dealing with, how you are, all this stuff, so that later if they try to guilt trip you about being a certain way, liking certain things, not liking certain things, you can be like, hey, sweetheart, you knew that from the beginning. You chose to be in this deal. Okay, so that's your problem, not my problem. You understand? I'm not changing because I clearly stated these are my 1, 2, 3 things, whatever. So I did my part. You chose to stay. At this point, her choice needs to be either she accepts the way you are, okay, whatever she's pissed off about. She either has a choice of accepting it or leaving, okay? There's no other third choice of you suppressing your true self in order to please her. You understand? Now, of course, there are exceptions and not exceptions, but there are side notes to this. This is, of course, not a fully deep video. Of course, when we are in a relationship with each other, of course, we make each other better. Maybe, maybe she's helping you improve some aspect of your personality. That doesn't mean that, oh, I refuse to change. If you got an anger problem and she's helping you out with that, yeah, of course you can work on that and change that. So we're not talking about that. That's a different topic, okay? But let's say it's something like at the beginning of the relationship, I told the woman, hey, Thursday night is the night for my boys, okay? Time with my friends is super important to me. And I just gotta let you know, sweetheart, if you're gonna be my girlfriend, my wife, Thursday nights, I'm with the boys, okay? If she then comes around a year later and starts guilt tripping you, oh, you're always with your boys on Thursday, blah, 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 she has no right to touch that. You told her. You understand? So that's the context we're talking about here. So if you are straight up with women from the get-go, then you can absolutely win the arguments that you are supposed to win with a woman. Make sure to hit the notifications icon to get notified every time I drop a new video. Thanks for watching. Peace.